I grew up in Bradford, Manchester. There was talk of demolition for a long time. Rumours, you know. They say you can go to Hattersley. I said, where the devil's Hattersley? They said, do you know Manor Park? I said, oh, I've been there in the car. It's all countryside. They said, it's there. I still live in the first house on the estate I moved into. No one else ever lived in it. I just hope whoever gets this house when I've gone cares about it as much as I have. Hattersley, Hattersley, a new beginning, fresh hope in the fresh air, a new way of living, up in the hills, a brand new world of beating hearts, greener than green, grander than grand. We loved it from the start. We thought we'd won the pools. The living room was like a ballroom. I'd go into the kitchen just to turn on taps. A flick of the wrist for piping hot water. We'd bought a carpet with us from the old house, but it was like a postage stamp in our new front room. Hattersley, Hattersley, a new beginning, fresh hope in the fresh air, a new way of living. We had a grocer coming round, a mobile chippy and a baker, beeping their horns and selling all sorts from the backs of their vans. And when the milkman came on a Saturday, he'd say, I'm going to hide, can I fetch your prescription? There's many who got a lift on the back of a milk float to hide. Honest to God, happy times. Happy times. Fresh.
The first time I went to the community centre, I was crying. My mum had died and my marriage had broken up. I found a leaflet about the different courses they run here, and that was a turning point. I did all of them, and I made a promise to myself from then on never to say no to anything. You can't always choose the doors you close, but you can choose the ones that you open. Me dad died when I were 10. Sat watching telly with me mum, Arthur Negus, going for a song. He said he wasn't feeling well. Started unbuttoning his shirt, so I was sent to Lily's house to play with her daughter's Avon cakes. I got up in the morning and the boxer dog had had some pups, and it wasn't till about 10 o'clock I asked how Dad was doing. say that he was dead. Everything replaces something good and something bad. A day of sun, a day of rain, and you try to stay balanced, but the world keeps spinning round and round. Me mum had a stroke the night I had my daughter. She were on her way to see me in the hospital, but she never came. She wouldn't let them tell me why. I sometimes think you pay a price for happiness. She died on a New Year's Eve. Everything replaces something good and something bad. A day of sun, a day of rain, and you try to stay balanced, but the world keeps spinning round and round. Take a deep breath and walk into the darkness, 'cause after darkness, light. Everything replaces something bad and something good. A day of pain, a day of sunshine.
I first started taking photos when I was 13 years old. I've lived on Hattersley all my life, and it's become a very important part of my photography. The endless grey concrete buildings and a 5-minute walk, you're in the countryside, it's fields for miles and miles.
Everybody loved it. We had no buses.
There used to be 6 tower blocks. We went to the hills above McDonald's to watch them get demolished one by one, and we all cheered when they went down.
We did want to come to build that. The bus guards used to call it Chopper's Alley. Chopper's Alley.
It's been an unlucky estate. The more murderers, they were just twisted people. It wasn't Hattersley's fault that they did what they did. What they did was from inside them. The same with Harold Shipman.
She was a lovely lady. She used to wear lovely house. I nicknamed her Fancy House.
Some people can get really funny when I tell them I'm from Hattersley. I was at a house party in Glossop. I was talking to one girl, and when I told her I was from Hattersley, she moved straight on to the next guy. That was really bad, that as well.
And as we grow older, we'll be constant and true, just like the ivy. We'll cling to you all together now, just like the ivy on the old.
We used to go up on the hills around Hattersley when we were children and look down and try and spot our houses, but it was almost impossible. Visually, Hattersley is very, very dull and repetitive, but the people from the estate are the complete opposite. Everybody's unique. This is Wiggy. Him and his wife are obsessed with reptiles. Since this picture's been taken, he's had all the tattoos removed from his face. He didn't want his grandchild to grow up knowing him with the tattoos. This is my friend Hannah before school. I went to knock on to walk down with her one day, and she was just sat there smoking in her pyjamas. This is my favourite picture, and it's just a light bulb in a tree that I found in one of the valleys in Hattersley. Kids go there on the Friday nights just to drink cider.
Bill and I met at the church in Hattersley. Bill was partially sighted and was a pianist with a natural talent. I was a gospel singer, so he used to accompany me whilst I sang. He's subsequently gone completely blind.
In 2005, Jean's husband died, and 8 weeks later, my wife Brenda died.
I began to look after him. He's almost now completely deaf as well as blind.
My grandma brought me my first piano. Beautiful and black with lovely white keys. I played by ear from 6 years old, just for fun, but I'd say it's been my life. But as the hearing goes, things don't sound quite the same, but I'll be playing for as long as I can.
We keep shuffling onwards, inching forward, smiling gladly, united, excited by what's to come. We're in God's hands and He never lets us go. I suppose you could say I relied on Him, 'cause He accompanied me when I sang. So it's only fair that I do my bit, offer Him a helping hand, to thank Him for the music and the friendship. Let Him know that I think the world of Him. We keep shuffling onwards, reaching forward, smiling gladly, united, excited by what's to come. We're in God's hands and He never lets us go. We're in God's hands and He never lets us
He
go.
never lets us go.
The community centre in Hattersley opened in the late 1960s and has always been the beating heart of our community. We heard in 2007 that the local council had decided that the building was beginning to show its age and had become too expensive to run. They decided to knock it down and replace it with a brand new privately run building on the edge of the estate. We plan to move into the building in autumn this year, yet we're still waiting for details about how much residents and local groups will have to pay to use the new facilities. Gonna miss this place when they lock them doors for the last time. Gonna miss the peeling paint, the leaking roof, the broken tiles. With every blink another memory, another blink and then they're gone. The weddings and parties and lines of trestle tables, posh frocks and dancing all night. It's a place to think, a place to dream, a place to laugh, a place to cry. It's a healthful bargain on the table, a fancy winter coat for just £2. It's so much more than just a building. It's a collection of our lives, the sum of years of love and friendship. I hope its heartbeats survive, but everything moves on, and bricks and mortar always crumble. They crumble. We shouldn't be scared of change. We'll make things work. We'll start again. The people here are strong. We don't complain, we carry on. But we'll miss this place, we'll miss this place forever when it's gone.